Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Wednesday, second day of November, first day of Cheshvan. I realize as I say that I made a big mistake yesterday. I told you that throughout this month the secular date and the Hebrew date would match up. That's not correct. They will match up next month, I think, but right now we're going to be one off. Here we are on the 2nd of November, which is the first of Cheshvan. Yesterday was the last day of Tishrei. Okay, just making that correction. I hope that didn't lead to any confusion. Today's halacha. We're continuing on with our laws about covering challahs and when and everything. Rav Belsky, Zichrono Livracha, he was of the opinion that if you're making kiddush for like mazonos, like at a shul kiddush, there's no bread, but just like a bunch of cake and everything. So he said that if mazonos is on the table where the kiddush is, so you should cover the where the guy making the kiddush is probably the rabbi of the shul. If he's making kiddush for the shul, so cover the mazonos, the cakes that are at the table where the rabbi is making kiddush. That's what Rav Belsky said. Not everyone agreed. And the other tables, seems like most people are lenient about that, and they say, well, there's 10 tables of cake at this big shul kiddush. You don't have to cover all of the cake at the whole kiddush. But Rav Belsky felt that it would be appropriate to cover the mazonos that's at the table where the kiddush is being recited. If people are going to drink wine at the other tables, then some say that you should be covering the mazonos, the cakes at those other tables too, just like what we do with challahs, but not everyone agrees. Okay, on to the question of lecha mishnah at Shal Shudas. Should you have 2 loaves of bread at Shal Shudas? The answer is it's better, yes. It's better to have 2 loaves, 2 matzahs, or 2 complete somethings of bread when you're making the hamotzi at Shal Shudas. Does it need to be covered? There are some who say yes, but the general custom of most people is not to cover, not everyone, but most people don't cover the challahs at Shal Shudas. If you're making one kiddush for many tables at a lunch of like a Shabbaton or a Pesach hotel or something like that. So then, since you're making kiddush for all the tables and there's challah at each table, so a lot of people say that it is appropriate to cover the challah at all of the tables while that one person is making kiddush for everybody. What color should the cover be over the challah? Some say that it should be white, which would kind of resemble the covering of the dew over the man, but most seem to have the custom that any beautiful covering, be it blue or silver or whatever, that all beautiful covers are proper for covering the challah. When you cover challah at hamotzi, it doesn't have to be white. Now, as far as whether it could be see-through or not, that's actually, rabbis debate that, because when it's see-through, it's not fully covered, yet see-through is still a covering. So some say yes, some say no about whether a see-through covering is appropriate at the hamotzi at a Shabbos table or something like that. Thanks for logging on, and have a good Chodesh, and log on again tomorrow. And sorry again for the date confusion. We're going to be one day off. The third day, let me see if I can say this right, the third day of November is going to be the second day of Cheshvan, etc. And then in December, I think they're going to line up to be the same. Thanks for logging on. Have a good Chodesh. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.